River.
Wow. Hot start. I'm mad I didn't capture all of that.
That just came out.
It just felt natural.
It felt right.
Oh, God.
Well, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
Yes, Dax.
Take 2.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties. We recorded this last night, and
it only recorded me. I was talking to myself.
She was just having a conversation with herself.
I started it, and I was like, oh, I must have just spoke the entire first part.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, there's gap. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm responding to myself. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, take 2. And
take 2.
It definitely won't be as long because I know we were rambling.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay.
That's fine.
Well, should you ask me the questions? Well, here.
Oh, what are we doing?
Well, I was going to read the back of the book.
Oh, yes.
And then have you do the questions.
Uh-huh. Oh, so we can format this the way we wanted it to.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
This week we have Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. Oh, she's Vanna Whiting it.
I am.
Came out a week or 2 ago.
The 7th. Yeah.
That sounds right. This is good. The first in what's a duology so far. Unfortunately, Yours comes out this summer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's going to continue. There's a particular character I want to hear more of.
Yes.
But take it away, Ashley.
Well, we also were gifted... I guess I could have. We were gifted certain things as well. A Happy Valentine's Day card and a bookmark of the main guy.
We bought it from Books Are Magic. It's a
Mm-hmm.
bookstore in New York. Tessa Bailey frequents there, and so she often signs the books. So when we pre-ordered it, we got a personalized signed copy.
And
it came with a little... Yeah, we're extra like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I saw this book today at Costco for $10.99.
I think we bought it for like $18 or something, but also it's signed. I don't know how much shipping, because this was coming from New York.
Yeah. How much is the normal price?
$18.
Oh, yeah. I think we bought it for like normal price, just plus shipping.
And I think shipping was like maybe $4.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
Nah.
Well,
worth it.
It was worth it. Although mine was a little screwed up on the top.
When I got mine in the mail, I deleted the clip, but my ring captured it. The FedEx guy didn't even like bend over or anything to place it. He just kind of plopped it onto the ground.
Sir.
Yeah.
This is precious.
Real fucking rude.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Does he not know that books are involved?
That I'm watching through the camera.
That I'm watching him, his every move. Okay, so Haley Welch fell hard for Julian Voss at 14 after they almost kissed in the dark vineyards of his family's winery. Now the prodigal hottie has returned to their small town. When Haley is hired to revamp the gardens on the Voss estate, she wonders if she'll finally get that smooch. But the grumpy professor isn't the teenager she remembers, and their polar opposite personalities clash spectacularly. One wine-fueled girls' night later, Haley can't shake the sense that she did something reckless, and then she remembers the drunken secret admirer letter she left for Julian. Oh shit. On sabbatical from his Ivy League job, Julian plans to write a novel, but having Haley gardening right outside his window is the ultimate distraction. She's eccentric, chronically late, often literally covered in dirt. We'll come back to that. And so unbelievably beautiful he can't focus on anything else, until he finds an anonymous letter sent by a woman from his past. Even as Julian wonders about this admirer, he's sucked further into Haley's orbit. Like the flowers she plants all over town, Haley is a burst of color in Julian's grayscale life. For a man who irons his socks and runs on tight schedules, her sunny, chaotic energy makes zero sense. But there's something so familiar about her, and her presence is turning his world upside down.
Wait, who the fuck irons their socks?
Also, I don't think that was mentioned in the book.
No, it was not.
Okay, I was like,
it did not cut to a clip of him ironing socks.
No.
Okay, so we'll go through the questions we've been going through for each romance book, since this is the last one of Romance February.
Yes.
All right.
But we'll keep going on with these questions.
We'll probably keep going. It's a good way to track what each one is about.
Yeah.
All right, so the tropes.
I think Grumpy Sunshine.
Yeah.
You were talking about Second Chance, which I don't...
It's... In her head it is.
Oh, in her head it is. So basically when they were teenagers, they had this almost kiss, but then they didn't kiss.
And they didn't. But
and
she can't stop thinking about it.
No, and she
This woman is nearly 30 years old now.
Yes, she's 29. Yeah.
She's kissed 2 guys
Yes.
since.
Yes.
She's a virgin, which is just an extra tidbit, I guess. Not into that.
Yeah.
Like, she's idolized this man.
Well, and she, like, compares
Everyone.
Julian to, like, everyone.
And she doesn't even, like, actually know Julian. This is, like, the made-up idea of him.
Yeah, and this poor Owen guy, who is
Owen.
her counter, like, her competition within this small town, wants to take her on dates, and she's just like, I'll think about it. I don't know.
I know, this poor man's just trying his best.
And, yeah, maybe she's not attracted to him, but, like,
at
just
least
let him know.
Say that. Yeah, literally just like, I'm not interested. Let's keep this business cash.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Oh, my God.
I hope there's a 3rd book, and it's about Owen getting his relationship, because I feel so bad for him.
I do. He deserves better.
He really does. Okay. Spice rating.
3.
Yeah, I think we decided on 3.
I think it's a solid 3.
It's a solid 3.
We're gonna get into the...
It's there, but I don't want it.
Okay. There's 3 main scenes.
2 of which were outside.
There's 3 main spice scenes. There's one of them in the kitchen, one of them in the vineyard when she loses her virginity, and the 3rd one is in the backyard. There's 3 main ones. Mm-hmm. They get progressively worse in the sense of, like, cringe-worthy.
It starts pretty cringy. Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole thing is wrong. I would say, like, a 3. Because it is very visual. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very descriptive. Yeah. But,
it's just not for us.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
So, what did we rate Twisted Love for Spice?
Oh, I don't remember.
4 or 5?
It might have been a 4.
Because I'm trying to think. This might be like one of the highest rated Spice then.
Well,
because we had Dead Romantics.
Yeah, and that was
then
like a
Red,
1.
White, and Royal Blue.
That was maybe a
2,
3.
2.5.
They didn't get really into the description.
I might have done halvesies. Maybe it was 2.5.
And then this is I think Twisted Love was a 4 or 5.
Yeah. All right. Would we call this a slow burn?
Yeah.
It takes a hot minute. It's a lot of letters.
Don't get me started on these letters. Yeah.
Alrighty. What do you think happens to the leads after this?
Well, I think they stay together. Even though they're polar opposites, I think she's been in love with this man for 15 years. You think she's going to let him go anywhere? No.
Well, she's going to... At some point, she's got to be disappointed because he's not what she thought. Because what man is exactly what she thought.
True. But I do think that he...
She also has 0 experience, so it's like,
also
it's this or nothing.
Well, and he wanted to stay there and help his mom with the vineyard.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I think they would make it work.
Yeah. I totally skipped a couple believability. Again,
believe
they're completely opposites. This girl cannot give you a time frame of arrival any shorter than 12 hours.
That's true.
So
that's valid.
And he knows exactly when he's gonna go for his run, when he's gonna come back from his run, how long it's gonna take to shower.
Yeah. I think he watches Jeopardy.
He does watch Jeopardy. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. And if he completes everything in the day, he gets to have a drink of whiskey.
A drink of whiskey. Exactly 2 fingers drink of whiskey.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Would you fall for either of them?
No, because he's too anal with his time.
Yeah.
I like to create a schedule and kind of have a game plan, but not like down to
it's a rough
the second.
sketch. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to kind of vaguely know what's happening.
Mm-hmm. The biggest lore of him, though, is his family has a vineyard, and I like wine.
Yeah, I don't, so I
That's true.
I could live without it.
You could do it.
I could live without the wine.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
We'd be fine.
I'd be fine.
All right. So, since this is part of a series, will you read the next one?
Yeah, I'm intrigued by the second one. So the second one is the main guy character, Julian, his sister, Natalie.
And I really like Natalie.
Yeah, she was good.
She was good.
I liked her and Lorvina.
Something like that. Her best friend. Haley's best friend.
Yeah.
Also, the second one's going to be Marriage of Convenience. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I've really read Marriage of Convenience. I've read Fake Dating, but I don't know if I've read too many actual marriage.
I don't think I've read... Yeah, I think one of the books in the Billionaire series...
Oh, yeah. I think the second one...
I think the second one is... But I've never read it.
Kiss Her Once for Me is Marriage of Convenience.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can think of. As we stare at my wall of books.
It's absolutely beautiful.
We're starting to double stack again.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah. Sometimes I come in here and just stare at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would. Like I said, beautiful.
Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And how did you like the writing?
I mean, I liked the writing. I just didn't like the topic of the writing.
Yeah, I love Tessa Bailey. This won't stop me from reading her books. I think I'd have to read like 2 absolute disasters from an author before I'm like, I might call it quits. But this doesn't count as an absolute disaster.
Will I read this again? No.
No. We'll get into this a little better. So Haley Welch, first of all, kudos to the last name being Welch and this being in wine country.
Yeah. No, it's good.
And that was
She's
a good
so clever.
One. She really is. And, you know, we were warned about Chapter 10. Should we just get into what the hell happened in Chapter 10?
What did happen in Chapter 10? So, basically, so what happens is Haley lives in a small town. She lived with her grandma. Her mom ventured a lot. And was never in one place, so she lived with her grandma. Her grandma was, I don't want to say like a main person in town, but basically owned her own gardening as well. And when she passed, she gave Haley her business. So now Haley is a gardener. And Lorna was her grandma Rebecca's best friend. And she owns a company called Corked. And then across the street, there's a new business in town called Uncorked, which honestly atrocious to the town.
It would make me so mad.
I'm like, who let this happen?
I will storm that town meeting.
Yeah, so Haley every day goes to Corked and does a wine tour by herself.
She day drinks?
Yeah, which honestly, like, good for her. Yeah, I'd do it if I liked wine. So she notices that Julian's back in town. She finds out that he is trying to write a book at his... Oh, God.
I just read a line that disturbed me.
Yeah, well,
I'm keeping it closed.
Yeah, hold that thought. So, Julian's now back in town. He wanted to take time off of work because one of his colleagues, he's a professor, one of his colleagues had a mental breakdown, and so he was like, you know what, I'm going to take a break and write this book, which I'm like, that's not taking a break. But
that's literally taking a break from work to work.
Yeah. So he's at his family's vineyard, which is a very prominent vineyard, and there was a fire. I don't remember how long. I don't love it. I don't remember the time when this happened compared to now, but anyways,
years?
Yeah, I think so. So anyways, he started having anxiety attacks after there was a fire at his family's vineyard, and his dad basically said that he was a loser and that he shouldn't help out with the vineyard.
Because he ran into a burning building to save his sister.
Yeah, and then shut down and didn't talk to anyone.
And was told to never be a part of the family business.
Yeah. Well, so now his dad lives in Italy or somewhere.
Because they got a divorce.
Yeah. And so now he's back. And now his sister's back as well. But Haley's freaking out because her childhood crush that she's been in love with is back. So she gets drunk one night and writes a secret admirer letter and leaves it in the path that he normally takes when he's running. Now, Lavina, which is Haley's best friend, who owns a business in town.
Fudge Judy.
I love that name so much. I'm so obsessed with Judge Judy.
It's a really good one.
I love it. So Lavina told her no, and then of course Haley was like, I'm gonna do it anyways.
I'm gonna do it.
And then her and Julian, because Haley's been hired by Julian's mom, Karina, or Corinne,
something like
Corinne.
That. Corinne.
I think it's Corinne. So she's there like pretty much every day, and Julian starts falling for her. And then there's this moment that happens in the kitchen. And we're like two letters deep, I think. No, one. I think we're one letter deep.
One letter deep. Something like that.
And then...
this is the first time something happens between them. So you're supposed to be giddy and swooning.
This is also the first time I've ever, like, read this in a book.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about it. So... basically, they don't touch each other. They just touch themselves in the kitchen while looking at each other. In close proximity to each other.
Correct.
That's all. That's all that happens.
Do you ever go to bed with those dirty knees, Haley?
We are going to get into this whole knee fiasco.
This man checks out her boobs and her dirty knees all the fucking time.
He loves those filthy knees. Those filthy knees.
Did you ever think you'd say that?
No. And I really don't want to. This book is making me. Yeah, this book, he always talks about how big her boobs are, which I'm like, we get it.
Yeah, you're a dude, whatever.
And, yeah, filthy knees.
Filthy her knees are.
So then, they start falling for each other more. Then Haley writes another admirer letter. And then, at some point, he flips a switch and just just wants to be with her.
Yeah.
After reading the second admirer letter, which is like, do something scary this week or whatever.
Yeah. Do something that scares you.
And so, also Julian's sister Natalie is seeing how Haley is affecting him, and she's like, you just need to go for it. So, I don't really know how it progresses, but at some point, Julian asks her on a date. Well, no, he doesn't ask her. How does she get invited to the winery with the Navy SEAL and Natalie?
I think Natalie tells her to come.
Oh, that's right, because she's going on a first date.
Yeah.
And she says that the Navy SEAL guy has a guy. And so she's like, okay. And then Julian's like, no, because she's mine. Even though she's not. And so then she gets to this vineyard. And Julian's waiting for her with flowers. And this is when we first get to see Natalie with this Navy SEAL guy named August, which is what the second book is about. And come to find out, his wine is trash, and
it's disgusting.
Natalie and August get into this huge fight, which that's why I'm so shocked by the second book that they're married.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
But learning that it was marriage to convenience makes more sense.
So then Julian's like, let's just go into the vineyards and get away from them. And that's how she loses her virginity. On the ground.
Oh, also he's obsessed with this polka dot bra she has.
Yes.
Just so weird. Yeah. It is brought up.
I hate polka dots.
I was trying to see if, in fact, each sex scene had a mention of her knees. And I think it does.
He also talks about how jiggly she is.
Yeah.
But, like, tries to do it in a sexy way, and I don't appreciate it.
You can't say jiggly in any type of sexy way.
If Dean said, bring the jiggles over here, I'd be like, get away from me. What? Get out. Get out right now. Get out of your own house right now. I can't stand it.
Oh, it's not good.
No. You find anything on filthy knees?
I'm trying. Hold on. I had it, and then I didn't have it.
Well, it's gonna make up for it in the third scene.
Ugh.
Let me tell you.
I'm gonna make you...
Yeah, I gotta do it again. But, I mean, for her to lose her... She's 29.
I know. And
I'm not saying that, like, that's a bad thing that she's older. I don't know.
There's a lot of mention. Flowers are the last thing on my mind when you're on all fours. She pressed her knees open. Just a lot of mention of her knees. Very descriptive of her knee placement.
He loves the knees.
The knees.
He likes what he likes. I don't know. But she definitely get crazy in a vineyard.
They get crazy in the
They
vineyard.
get
I'll
crazy in
let
the
you
vineyard.
find the third scene, because dear God.
Okay.
Hold on, let me think of what else.
Well, so then afterwards, she writes the third letter, which
Ugh.
is her admitting that she's a secret admirer.
And he was staying the night,
Yeah.
and in the middle of the night, she panicked. She's like, no, I'm not going to tell him yet. Or I should tell him in person or whatever. So at like 2 a.m., she goes to get the letter,
Mm-hmm.
and he wakes up and finds that she's not there. And that like triggers him, because that's what his anxiety is about. And it's this whole thing of, she comes back, he finds out the letter was about her, but he's upset that...
Well, he's upset. He thought she was in trouble.
Yeah.
And what triggers his anxiety is someone he loves in trouble. So he just shuts down.
Yeah, and so he shut down for 2 weeks. But prior to them falling asleep, she showed him around her house and into her secret garden. And apparently that really got them all hot and bothered.
Which, whatever.
Her
Okay.
secret garden. That's not even a euphemism. It's literally her secret garden.
Yeah. So in one part, oh my God, I hate that I have to read this again. This was bad the first time, guys. It was bad the first time. I'm doing this a second time for you. You're welcome. As long as we're working fantasies out of our system, how about you turn around and bury those knees in the dirt? Then she said, Lord, oh Lord, yes. As soon as the words slipped out of her mouth, the next move was taken out of her hands. Julian turned her around and used his big body to press her forward. Slide them around, he panted in her ear. Get them filthy. Never in her life had she felt as sexy as she did while twisting her knees down into the garden's soil. I just...
It's so
Excuse me?
about knees.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. And at one point, I don't know if it's the third scene, because she gets down on her knees, I think at some point. But he starts like fondling her kneecaps. Oh, yeah. I was like, what is going on? Oh, I found it. His hard frame pressed her against the door securely, his hands familiarizing themselves with her breasts and hips and even her knees. He seemed particularly interested in those. Squeezing and circling his thumb around the cap. I'm sorry. But what?
I forgot
What?
about that part. I blacked it out.
God, she had goosebumps everywhere. Excuse me, he's touching your kneecaps. I understand that you were a virgin and you were... But like, kneecaps?
But
What?
kneecaps.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is the line that disturbed me. Their tongues plunged and collided. I didn't like that.
If you could see the look of disgust on my face right now, Jesus. I
But yeah,
have no words.
I think I'm officially giving it a 3.5.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Well,
that's a lot of. I guess knee talk isn't my thing.
yeah, yeah,
Oh Lord,
I got no words. Like, what?
it was
Get
it
them
was
filthy?
much.
No. Put me in a bed. Because we're normal.
But yeah, I think if Haley was an actual person, until she got her shit together, I think I'd find her annoying.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Yeah.
And basically, at the end, they get back together happily ever after.
Yeah, essentially.
So, this on Goodreads had a 3.54 stars, 11,734 ratings, because it's really new.
Yeah.
There was some good 1 stars.
There were.
Dear Tessa Bailey, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
I felt more tension and emotions while reading my math. I feel like there was one about the knees.
I think there was.
I felt like he was more in love with her boobs than anything else.
And her knee.
Nobody holds a crush that long. 15 years.
Yeah, way too long.
It was not good.
Yeah. So I've only read Hook, Line, and Sinker and It Happened One Summer from her.
And I've read those 2 plus Killer Vacation, and Killer Vacation's probably my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah. Not that this book was bad, Like, I'm not mad I read it.
Oh, yeah, at one point, she sent the book back, listened on Audible, and couldn't handle the narrator. Haley is immature and weird, and when she got upset about him writing back to the pen pal, I lost it. Plus, the kitchen scene was so weird.
I forgot she was, like, getting jealous of the fact that he was writing back to the pen pal, even though she was the pen pal. All she had to do was tell him she was.
Yeah.
It's like she stopped maturing in high school and has just been frozen in time.
It's someone so cringe. Yes.
Yeah.
The way to make her feel more secure about her body, he said, I know all your jiggles. Enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't ever say that to me.
Oatmeal is less bland than this. That's my favorite.
That's the one.
That's the
one.
Good.
That was good.
Yeah. A lot of people saying this book gave me the ick.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah.
And she is pumping out books left and right. Because there was this, she just released Happenstance.
I still have to read that. I own that one. I still have to read that one. I
forgot what that one was about. Oh, I think that was Reverse Harem.
Oh no, it's about a guy or a girl and two guys. I remember there's a three-way in that one.
Oh,
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. You
didn't seek that out?
I didn't. I'll take that more than Filthy Knees any day.
You know, not every book can be a winner.
Especially
from one author.
Good try, Tessa. There'll be others.
She's been dubbed the Michelangelo of dirty talk.
Well, this book did not suffice.
I mean, to all the people who's had a king for knees, thrilled. Finally being represented.
This is the book for you.
They're finally seeing it happen
good for you
for them.
For having a book about
about some filthy knees.
Proud of you.
Oh, she also has 3 dogs, and one of them's name's Todd.
Yeah, there's
Let's
Todd,
mention that.
the General, and Petey.
Petey sounds right.
Yeah, love it. And Todd's just named Todd because he looks like a Todd.
Todd.
Honestly, that was the winner of the book.
Todd.
Love Todd. And then next week we're doing a YA Better Than the Movies.
Yes, a little
by Lynn
YA
Painter.
Romance. I'm excited about that.
It's pretty cute so far. Like I said, I haven't read any today, so I'm still like 15 pages in, and I don't have it with me this weekend. So we'll see how far I can get.
I'm excited. I heard really good things about it. So
far, it's super cute. Every chapter starts with a rom-com movie.
Oh,
like a very famous one.
That's cute.
So I'm pretty excited.
We just have to keep our spice expectations in check since it's a YA.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
It'll probably still be better than what happened in that kitchen.
I wish I could forget about that scene, but now I can't, and now you guys won't be able to either.
Oh,
and you're welcome.
And throughout the beginning, before they actually got together, it when it cut to his perspective, how it had to mention how he masturbated to her.
Oh, so many times.
That's
right. I forgot.
You were triggered. There was so many times, and he's mad about it.
Twice in one day at some points.
I forgot.
I'm like, dude, get a
grip
of yourself.
You're a man. You're a grown ass adult.
Yeah, and she swooned when he said he put Haley down on his task list or whatever.
Oh,
and in the book it said his cock just knew what was gonna happen. I'm like,
what is happening? Yeah. Ugh.
I hope Tessa gets better.
Oh, Tessa. Maybe slow down. Quality over quantity.
Maybe.
We still love you.
I still love her. I will still read her books. This one just didn't do it for me.
It didn't tickle my fancy.
Not one. Not even my knees.
Nothing was tickled.
Especially the knees. Don't touch my knees.
Don't mention my knees. Don't say the word
I have
jiggly
to put them
me.
in dirt. I'm gonna lose it. I can't. I just can't. So
we should have put a warning because sometimes your dad
he says that he listens for quality and not what we actually are saying, which I can appreciate that.
That's good.
He's looking for how we sound.
Oh, good.
And
not actually listening to our words.
Correct. Because I warned him about the book, about when we filmed books we had bought.
Ah, yes.
So
Just watch out. He's gonna zone out during this, and then like it's gonna finish, and he's gonna come back, and he's like, "Why did I hear so much about knees?"
Yeah. So, Dad, sorry about all the knee talk.
Yeah, we didn't mean to get that spicy with it.
Got pretty raunchy with it. Sorry.
Watch your filthy knees.
I'm gonna watch my filthy knees.
You watch your filthy knees. Well, that's all we got. I don't have much else to say.
I'm
I didn't
done.
have much else to say yesterday, and we had to refilm this, and I was like, God damn it.
I had to talk about filthy knees.
You had to talk about knees again.
Oh, well.
Well, now we're done.
We're done. And next week, hopefully, the book will be better.
Hopefully. So check out our March schedule. That is posted up on our Instagram at Baby Got Stacks Podcast. We are also on TikTok, as in we have an account. That's as far as we've got.
We are going to surprise the crap out of you guys and be like, go and watch our first
We
TikTok.
should make 20 and release them all at the same time.
Oh, God. I don't know if I could make one. I'm going to have to really
We're going to figure this out. Oh, maybe I can try doing it with the March books.
Oh, okay.
Do a little something.
There we go. We're going to get crazy.
Yes.
We can't promise anything. Don't get your hopes up.
No. Don't expect anything.
We'll get there when we get there.
Baby steps.
Yeah, exactly. Baby steps for baby stacks.
I thought you said sacks.
Oh. Nope. No. Oh, God.
We need to
I think
go.
we need to go. Okay. Well, it was fun chatting with you guys.
About
and,
knees.
yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.